Hello, this is Casey from the Local History and Genealogy Department here at the Covington branch of Kenton County Public Library. And once again, we have our Adventures in the Archive video series. And today we're going to look at a pretty fun collection. All the images I'm going to show you today, you can find them on our photograph database, Faces and Places. But I kind of wanted to show you how those images came to be. This is the KCPL 28 collection. Joseph von Handorf family and August Koenig glass plate negative collection. So a big title there for a small collection. There's 1, 2, and an additional box to this collection. To give you a little bit of background on what this collection is about and what it includes, it was donated to the department in 1983 by Jean van Handorf and family. And the collection itself features August Koenig. We just had a big discussion about how that last name is pronounced. So if you're from this family, please let us know in the comments how we're doing on the pronunciation, because we had to watch YouTube videos on how to say this last name. But August was born in Germany on June 30th, 1868, and he immigrated to the United States in 1885. He settled in Covington, and then he would spend the majority of his life there as well. He married Mary Cecilia Borchers in 1892, and he would go on to have 7 children with her, 5 of whom survived. Let's see, his one daughter Cecilia died in 1912, and August would later marry Catherine Wessels Ratterman. So the collection features a lot of the family members from the Wessels and Ratterman family as well. August worked as a grocer in Covington, but he also had an interest in photography, which is how this collection came about. He died in Covington on January 17th, 1950, and he's buried in Mother of God Cemetery. So I guess to give a little bit of background about what glass plate negatives actually are. This was a type of technology that was mainly used in the 1850s to 1920s, and opposed to the thin, flexible negatives that you might be familiar with, that you might have taken to Walgreens to get processed. Glass plate negatives are exactly what they sound like. They are a negative print on a glass plate. And there's two different formats for this. There is a wet plate negative that has more of the wet plate negative, and then a gelatin dry plate. So 2 different kinds of plates there. You can do more research on that. I'm not an expert on it, but that's the 2 types that you're going to find during that time period. Both of those consist of a glass plate with a light sensitive emulsion that's fixed to it with a binding agent, and then exposed to light through a camera that creates the image, in layman's terms. So again, this collection features a lot of the Wessels and Ratterman family, tons of images of iconic Covington locations, which I'll show you in a minute here. And again, if any of these are interest to you, you can find all these images on Faces and Places. Just search for Joseph van Handorf family, August Koenig. This should come up with any of those search terms. And just to kind of show you some of the images and what they look like on the glass plate, I'm going to use my phone, my light here, and hopefully not blind anyone. If I do, I'm so sorry. But I'm going to show you a little bit here. If you've been to the Covington branch of Kenton County, you will probably be familiar with this building. This is the Arthur apartment buildings, so hopefully you can kind of see that here. Doesn't look totally different from what it looks like today, so I kind of wanted to show that off, since that's going to be a location familiar to many people that comes to the library. Let's see, this next image is Goble Park. So I'll pull this one out too. Let's see. And hopefully you can kind of see that big crowd of people. You can see the church in the background. So it doesn't really say, I'm assuming there's some type of event that was going on here, but a pretty cool image of the park there. Again, another really iconic location here. This is Mother of God Church. So again, not looking pretty much the same as it did back then as it does now. So you can kind of see etched on the glass here, that image. The last one I want to show is really just more for me. I just thought it was kind of funny. This is the title of the little section here is Dog with Pipe. And hopefully you can see him. He has a little hat on. He has this little pipe. And I guess his keeper here, but I'm assuming this was probably during some kind of event in Covington. And August probably thought, like many people, thought, oh, I should take a picture of that dog. So the more things change, the more they stay the same. People always want to take photos of cute dogs. So that's a little bit of a feel for what the glass plate images look like if you've never seen one in person. Hopefully you found that interesting. I didn't really know a ton about how these were made, so that was kind of fun to do some background on that. Just to do a little bit of housekeeping, we just want to let everybody know that our historic virtual house tour of Fort Mitchell is ongoing through the month of July. If you want to check out any of those videos, they're posted on our social media. Definitely take a look if you haven't. We posted about maybe 3 or 4 at this point. We have a couple more coming up. We really like doing those videos. We put a lot of research and time into editing them, so please check those out and give those a like if you are on our social media. And just to give a little bit more promotion to some ongoing events, if you've been to any branch of the public library at this point, you'll know we're doing our summer reading club. That theme this year is Find Your Voice, and the genealogy department is getting in on the fun with that, promoting our oral history kits. If you have a family event coming up, vacation with a lot of family members, these kits provide everything you could want to do in oral history with a relative. So if you're interested in that, come up to the department and check one out. We can get you set up and show you everything you need to know to get started with those kits. So hopefully you learned something new today and have a great rest of your week.